Hi there, Corey Luckner with First Class Medical, bringing you another O2 classroom. Switching it up a little bit. I actually want to stand this time. Maybe we'll bring you around the office here in Colorado so you can kind of see more faces, get to see the place a little bit more, and kind of understand who we are. Today we wanted to talk about kind of what we need. We do get a lot of questions like what is needed when you purchase a portable oxygen concentrator. So we wanted to kind of go through what we need as a company for you to make your purchase of a portable concentrator. If you've been watching the O2 classrooms, we kind of switch it up. We'll talk about some educational stuff, and then we'll kind of flip to how to go the route of purchasing your concentrator and give you tips and all that kind of stuff. So if you're in the market for a portable, or if you're just starting your research, we basically are going to need a few things when you call us to basically give you the best information that we possibly can, or at least find the best portable concentrator for your needs. To start off, we're always going to need to know like your flow rate, whether or not you're going to be using this on a continuous flow or a pulse flow. There is a difference. It gets very technical. A lot of our customers will reach out and be like, well, if I'm on 2 continuous, can I use a 2 pulse? At the end of the day, there's a lot of patients that are able to do the 2 continuous and flip over 2 pulse, but then at the same time, we have people that are customers that have a 2 continuous and can't use any setting on pulse. I mean, not even up to like a setting 6 on pulse. So it really differs. It's really based off of the scenario and the actual patient themselves on whether or not you can actually do that flip. What we recommend, first off, talk to your doctor. Make sure that see what they say. Well, most likely what your respiratory therapist or pulmonologist or anything is going to say, they're going to most likely have it set up where you're going to walk a hallway for 5-10 minutes without oxygen. You're going to walk and then they'll sit down to get your oxygen levels. You're going to then maybe throw that pulse flow concentrator on. This is kind of what we do here. We'll have you walk down back and forth for 5-10 minutes. Sit you down. This is now with the oxygen on. If you are, we look at your oxygen levels and you're saturated and you're above the 88%, then that's good. We had you kind of do some working out, and the pulse flow kept you up. So you definitely want a pulse oximeter when basically with any of these concentrators. If you purchase one, if you're on oxygen, you really should have one. It tells you your oxygen levels and heart rate, but that's what I would recommend doing if, like, for example, you're wanting to do a pulse flow and normally people are prescribed for continuous flow. Go talk to your doctor. Go get those tests done. They'll let you know if a pulse flow is good for you. But most commonly, people that use continuous can also use pulse. So that being said, the difference between a continuous and pulse flow, sorry, I probably should have started actually out with this. Continuous flow is a steady flow of oxygen. So it's that, like your stationary oxygen concentrator, that's steady, that's the continuous flow. Pulse flows is also known as like on demand. You hear a lot of tanks or conserving devices do this, where when you breathe in through your nose, you get that psh, psh noise. That's the on demand. That's basically when you breathe through your nose, it's detecting that breath, it's giving you the oxygen, so it's giving it to you when you demand the oxygen. So a lot of issues where customers or patients of ours have not been able to use the pulse flow is usually when they're really, really deep mouth, or like they use their mouth more breathing, so they're heavy mouth breathers. Since the pulse flow normally needs a detection of breath through your nose to actually give you that oxygen, or know to give you that oxygen. So the continuous flows are measured in liters per minute. So you have like 1, 2, 3 liters per minute. Just so you guys know, the portable oxygen concentrators, where we're at with technology today, the highest that they offer is 3 liters per minute continuous. So if you're anything higher than a 3 continuous, unfortunately they don't have anything in a portable oxygen concentrator unless you can use a pulse flow. But they're measured, continuous flow is measured in liters per minute. Pulse flows are measured as settings. Now it gets a little confusing, but to kind of sum it down up real quick, a 2 pulse on like an Inogen unit and a 2 pulse on, let's say, a Life Choice Activox unit are actually not the same amount of oxygen. Each concentrator has a different bolus size, that's the size of oxygen that it gives out per the pulse that you get. So they're known as settings, and just because a setting of 2 on this and a setting 2 on this have the same setting of 2 doesn't mean that it actually is giving you the same amount of oxygen. So just a heads up there when shopping. We try to do a good job of making sure that we guide you into a portable concentrator that gives more oxygen per pulse, because that's obviously what you're looking for when purchasing a portable. So, but there's no real comparison between continuous flow and pulse flow. So when you call and ask, hey, can I use this, can I use this? Well, there's no way of really knowing without you getting tests done with your doctor or personal use. What we do offer is a return exchange policy, 30 days. Say you don't know if a pulse flow works for you, you can get into a pulse flow, do that test I was talking about earlier where you put the pulse oximeter on, use your pulse flow concentrator, walk up and down the hall 5-10 minutes, sit down, make sure your oxygen saturation is good. Let's say it's not, you give us a call, let us know, hey, Corey, we're going to need to get a continuous flow unit. We'll exchange that unit for you, so we make sure that you're set up with what you need. The other thing when looking at a portable concentrator, we talked about this, I think it was last week, Lisa, or the week before, was the sleep mode technology. So when shopping for a portable concentrator, one thing we're going to need to know is whether or not you're using a sleep apnea device at night. Because if you are, we can't get you on a pulse unit. We'll get you set up with a pulse unit. We have to make sure you have a continuous flow unit. Just a quick recap of that. Sleep apnea devices require continuous flow in order to what they call bleed in the oxygen. So you can't use a pulse flow with sleep mode technology if you're on a sleep apnea device. So that's one thing that you'll need to let us know. If you're on a sleep apnea device, we need to know that so we know what portable to put you in. That being said, we also need to know, are you going to use this all the time? Are you going to use it for travel? Is it more just for errands? Because we want to make sure that we can get you set up a portable concentrator. If you're one that needs to travel all the time, we want to make sure we're going to get you something that gives you, let's say, flying, good battery life. Let's say you're one that just does errands. Well, we're probably going to make sure, and this is up to you at the end of the day, but we're going to try to let you know which portable concentrators are the best with all right battery life, but probably really good weight since it's more convenient to go run your errands. And then 24/7, we want to make sure you have the sleep mode technology, or if you have CPAP, a continuous flow unit. So we'll want to know what you're going to be using the unit for. And at the end of the day, the last thing we'll really need is a copy of an RX or prescription. It is required by law. The FDA does regulate oxygen, and they have made it a medical drug, I guess you could say a medical prescription item. So you will need a prescription from your doctor. Great news is we have a team here that when you order from us, that our team here will call your doctor, get a verbal, get the prescription in, and get you all set up. So we don't want to put any more stress on you guys. So we want to make sure that it's an easy process when purchasing your portable concentrator. We talked about this, the other classroom as well, other two classroom, but another option that we have is a lot of customers are always saying, Corey, or I see it on our Facebook all the time, man, I wish I could have one, I just can't afford one. Who can afford these? They're $24, $25, $3,000 sometimes dollars. Totally understand that it does get pretty expensive to purchase a portable concentrator. Well, we've gone out, we've found different programs to be able to make it more affordable for you guys. So we do offer financing, and that financing can be, I know a promo going today, you can get a unit for just $37 a month. Once again, no money down if you're on O2 Classroom. Before that, we talked about that. $37 a month, no money down, gets you into a portable oxygen concentrator. What we need to basically on the financing part is just your information, whoever's financing it. Takes a quick, probably 2 to 3 minutes on the phone, and you're approved within 15, 20 minutes. So I know our financing has helped a lot of customers be able to get that portable concentrator that they thought they never could get. So make sure to give us a call, 1-800-520-5726. You can talk to one of our respiratory specialists that can talk to you more about financing. We also offer a Swap It program. This is kind of going into like what things that you can get with your portable now. The Swap It program, a lot of our customers have always come to us and said, well, Corey, I'm worried, what if my unit goes down? You're in Colorado and Florida, I'm in Washington. Well, we put together the Swap It program where basically if you have a unit that goes down, we'll send you a unit of like ours. That's obviously if you bought an Engine 1 G3, we'll send you an Engine 1 G3. But instead of having to worry about the repair, the service, the back and forth, You keep all your accessories. You send us your G3. We send you a G3 that works, and you're all set up and you're good to go. Obviously, a lot of customers don't understand that, yes, we're an auction company, but we are not your typical DME company. We don't go through your insurance. We don't do all that kind of stuff. It's patient pay. We do put reimbursement codes on our invoice, so if the insurance does cover it, they'll reimburse you directly. But that being said, we're not open 24/7, and when it comes to the portable concentrators, they're actually supposed to be supplemental auctions. So if you should have a stationary concentrator. I never recommend purchasing a portable and getting rid of everything. Even though you could, I don't recommend you do, because if the portable goes down, you need that oxygen. At least you have the stationary unit until we get that unit to you, and that's going to be any of the competitors even out there that you can talk to. That at the end of the day, none of us are open 24/7. So make sure you have your other option on you. But we have a cool swap program where you don't have to really worry. It's kind of almost hassle-free. We make sure that we get that unit, you get it to us. You don't have to worry about all that stuff after that. A big thing is, too, I want to bring up is when looking around, making your purchase, when talking about like warranty, I know you see these lifetime warranties and they sound all great and dandy. Lifetime warranties will normally just cover the actual unit. It doesn't cover accessories, it doesn't cover SID beds, it doesn't cover the actual stuff that needs to be maintenance. So that being said, be careful when you shop around for lifetime warranties. I will let you know we offer one as well, but we will tell you too, like, hey, this is only, like, if you buy a new unit too, let's say you go from a Generation 3 to a Generation 4 unit, that lifetime warranty doesn't move to the new unit. You have to buy a whole brand new lifetime warranty. So just be hesitant when you do that. I mean, the units come with a great 3-year warranty, sometimes 5 years warranty, which is pretty good. We offer a trade-in program, so when a newer unit comes out, you can trade it in and upgrade to a newer one, or a buyback if you no longer need the unit. So as far as warranty, they normally don't include shipping costs. You barely have to pay for shipping. As far as SID beds, you have to normally pay. It normally comes with a 1-year SID bed warranty, but after that, you would need to actually pay for it yourself. That's even on the lifetime warranty. And then the battery wear and tear is, of course, a 1-year warranty on most concentrators. So the last thing I got for you guys is just after making the purchase, and now you kind of know what we offer and how to go about doing it, what we need is the maintenance of your unit. Basically, you want to make sure that you're always kind of using the unit here and there. Never actually have it. A lot of customers do this. Will store the unit to the side, and then all of a sudden, 6 months later, when they need to travel again, they pull it out and then they're like, wait, it's not working. I recommend to pull it out every few weeks to run it. It's good to have the batteries running as well. And then, yeah, always keep your batteries charged. So that's it for this O2 classroom. We'll have probably a little bit more of an educational talk next week on, since we've been doing a lot of how to purchase portables lately. So stay tuned. See you next week, Tuesday at 11 p.m. Mountain Standard Time. Same time as always. And if you have any questions on any of the concepts, anything I talked about, give our respiratory specialist here a call. It's 1-800-520-5726. Thanks and have a great day.
We got one question before you go.
Oh, sorry guys.
That's okay. Leonard wanted to know, this kind of goes along with your maintenance thing. He wanted to know basically for the G3 sieve bed towers, how long do those last and are they easy to change?
Yeah, G3 sieve beds are normally going to be anywhere from 12 to 15 months. So 12 to 15 months obviously depends on the amount of you're using the unit itself. I know the recommendation is about once every year you want to get those replaced, so you have those 2 sieve bed columns. Those sieve beds are the lungs of the actual concentrators. So you want to make sure that those are basically always performing as they should. Otherwise, you're not going to get the oxygen that you need.